We're seeing a society that not only has a lot more people of lower IQ, but a lot fewer people of higher IQ.
That's not true. That's the opposite. When was this video recorded? People's average IQs are increasing dramatically in the past couple of years.
In other words, a dumbing down, a
That's completely the opposite of what's happening.
chemical dumbing down of society.
Not
So
true.
everyone's sort of mediocre. That leaves them dependent on government because they can't excel.
Well, that looks pretty epic. What is this?
We have these people of lower IQ who are totally dependent. Then we have this mass of people who are going to believe anything they're told because they can't really think clearly.
You mean like following Islam, where it literally tells you to just accept it without doubting it? God damn it, man. The level of self-awareness again.
And very few people of very high IQ.
What is this video? This looks pretty epic. Look at this. I want this. Can I use this? How did they manage? Guys, how do they manage to use these imagery without getting copyright strikes? Is this like a stock image that they paid for? I want to use this in our videos.
Who have good cognitive function, who can figure this all out.
Wow.
That's what they want.
Where is this from? That's pretty cool.
So, you know, you can kind of piece it together as to why they are so insistent in spending so many hundreds of millions of dollars of propaganda money to dumb down society.
Now
That's not happening. That's the opposite. But hey, if you're a Muslim with some inferiority complex to white men, then here's a authority figure because it's a white man telling you, so it must be true. I'm telling you guys, it's you think I'm exaggerating, but the inferiority complex is real, right? You could be like, hey, if you don't believe our Islamic scholars telling you something, here's a white man telling you it must be true right now, right? Like you think I'm exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating. This like literally, that's how the inferiority complex works. Do you guys agree, by the way, Soha, that that's the level of inferiority complex that they have? That, like, for example, the main proof. Let me show you. A lot of Muslims give me as, I don't know, I can't find it. The number one proof that I heard that Muslims give me for why Muhammad was such a great guy was that he was recognized by this white man as the most influential man in the world. That's the number one thing that keeps getting sent to me. Like, look, Armin, this white man said Muhammad was the greatest, so it must be true. Ed is saying recent IQ scores in Sweden were decreasing last time I checked. Recent by how recent you're talking about? If you look at, there's always going to be up and down, but if you look at the past 100 years, there's a dramatic increase, right? So you can't, short-term trends doesn't really mean much if you look at a much longer term trend, because there's never going to be, whenever there's an increase, it's never going to be a straight line, right? There's going to be general upwards trends with short-term up and down. Yes, Soha agrees with me. Yes. Oh yeah, Michael Hart. That's the guy. They're like, look at this. The Muhammad is true. He's great. White man says so. White man says so. Oh, Edris is trying to find the data. I'm happy to be corrected. But in the past 100 years, the average IQ on the planet has gone up significantly. That was my understanding. If I'm wrong about that, correct me.
you see in the West.
And yeah, so don't make it like short-term trends and also geographically specific, like Sweden. It needs to be like global and long-term trends.
People listen to music all the time. They have they're always plugged in. They get in their car, they turn on the music.
You know what? I actually have to say something. Guys, switch music is great and fun. But think about all the time that you're spending listening to music when you're exercising, when you're doing the dishes, doing the laundry, lifting weights, walking your dog. That think about all that time if you were listening to, I don't know, audiobooks. I'm not saying sacrifice your music entirely, but consider how many books or educational YouTube videos you would have finished by now if hours and hours of that time was spent on, at least half of it. You know what I mean? Make it half of it music and half of it, audible or educational YouTube videos. Think about the wealth of knowledge that you would have now if you switch it, just some of it.
They walk.
So yeah, just consider it. By the way, why am I not getting paid by Audible? I need to figure out a way, because I keep promoting Audible and they're not sponsoring us, and they sponsor everybody. So I need to figure this out. I keep telling you guys that you need to download Audible because it's like really effective way of consuming information. And I see all these other YouTube channels like, link to this book and link this description, and we get like bonus if you go through our links. And I'm just doing this for free without getting anything. I need to figure out how to get a sponsorship link.
They put in their earphones and they listen to their music, and people have long playlists. They spend a lot of money on these things, and so they're long.
It's just on your phone. You don't have to spend that much money. Okay, it's just on your phone. God damn it! And by the way, if you're doing any kind of intense cardio or weightlifting that you're trying to push yourself, music is fantastic. Okay, like if you're like lifting weights and you usually could do like, I don't know, 12. If you have like the music on that just pumps you up, for some reason that music makes you be able, like if your limit was 12 before, now for some reason it's 14. All right, so that is, I don't know, that's like amazing that music can do that to you. Yeah, so I was saying contact them. They should sponsor you. If they do sponsor me, you have to remind everybody that Armin was endorsing Audible before they sponsored him. So he really means it. Like, this is not because he's being sponsored. I think of my ex and I can work hard. Work harder. Why?
Lost. They don't have free time to think anymore. Because
this is finally some legit criticism. I agree with this a little bit, tiny bit.
Because their lives are filled with sound. So the demons have immense
Okay, it just went moronic right away.
tools that they've never had before, and they're using them very effectively.
You can't control the music industry, but you can control yourself and your children. Let your soul and your mind be fed by Quran. Oh no, instead of music. Okay. If you're listening to music as an alternative to Quran, then yes, just keep listening to goddamn music. Forget Audible. Just listen to music. Save yourself. Stay away, as our prophet says, as our apostate prophet says, stay away from Islam. Stay away from Islam. AJ is saying, if you're a content creator who wants to be sponsored by Audible, you sign up with their program. That sounds like Susanna work. Sounds like Susie work. Yes, Susie work. But she's gonna tell me, well, Armin, if you want me to do this, then I have to. There's this other thing that is a higher priority, and if you want me to do this, then I have to stop doing these other things. Do you want me to stop doing those other things? Because I have limited time. I'm like, oh, okay, oh god. So now I have to pick like here, like Armin. Among these things am I doing? Which one of them do you want me to stop doing and doing this instead? It's a passive aggressive way of telling me that I need to do it myself. And I'm like, you think I don't have things to do as well? I have things to do as well. Okay. So I'm going to try to figure out. Okay, this is finished. Wait, is it finished? No.
يعزف على رؤوسهم بالمعازف. Musical instruments will be on their heads. How did he know about that?
Oh, wait, there's a prophecy. There's a prophecy here. Muhammad said something. Oh, okay, so this is hadith. Is this hadith? Oh, this is Prophet Muhammad. Okay. Qala Rasulullah. Yes, this is Qala Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi. Is this the chain of narration? I don't know. Okay, here's the English. As a sign of the end of times, Prophet sallallahu alayhi said, people among my nation will drink wine. No, calling it by other names, and musical instruments will be on their heads. Wow, guys, this is a prediction. Look at this. Look at this. This is a reference to headphones. Islam proven. Guys, this is it. Pack it up. Pack it up. We've been defeated. How could Muhammad know this? There is no way. There's absolutely zero ways. There's no other imaginable explanation for this. There's nothing. There's no way. Muhammad figured this out. Muhammad knew this way ahead of his time. They didn't have headphones or anything in their head before, right? And he said people will have musical instruments on their heads. So this is true. Islam is true. Atheism destroyed. Islam won. Atheism 0. Let's shut down Atheist Republic. We lose. Islam wins. We lose. It continues and says, will cause the earth to swallow them up and will turn them into monkeys and pigs. How? Hey. It's looking pretty good for a prophecy for half a second. If you didn't read the entire hadith, if you didn't, it was like, yeah, oh, like musical instrument in people's head. This sounds pretty accurate. Wow. How did Muhammad know that? I mean, if it just stopped there, it would have been so good. It would have been like, oof, guys, such a good prophecy. Wow. But then it had to continue, and will cause the earth to swallow them up and turn them into monkeys and pigs. Like, okay. Thank you, Muhammad. Thank you, Muhammad, for being so ridiculous that for anybody to try to even pretend that you had an accurate prophecy, they had to ignore most of what you said, even in one hadith. Amazing. Exactly. Here. Yes, monkey is big. We're moving back to the Stone Age. Yes. AJ is also saying headphones. Yeah, actually, headphones are an instrument. Oh my God, headphones are an instrument. Headphones don't make music; they play it. I mean, instruments here is being used loosely as a tool of music. I am saying no, Armin, don't sign up for Audible. I already have Audible. I love Audible. Guys, here's a question about this hadith. Okay, I'm not understanding this hadith. Do they turn into monkeys and pigs? So they will start drinking wine. They call it by a different name. Like this escalated very quickly. It started by like people among my nation, they drink wine. Like, ooh, okay. And they call wine something different than wine. Very weird detail to add here, but okay. And they will put music instruments on their head. Let's give it to them. Let's say instrument just means any tool that is used for music, okay? Like, oh, wait, that seems to be true. And then this is where it escalates. The earth will open up and it will swallow them. And then they will turn into monkeys and pigs after they already been swallowed by earth. So are they like surviving this act of swallowing? Like the earth is swallowing them up. And then inside the earth, like when they're deep down in the belly of the earth, then they're like, do we have like underground monkeys and pigs that have been swallowed by earth after they listen to the music using their headphones? See how this is what they brag about as a source of intelligence, right? This is what they have. Like when they said like, Islam has prophecies, it must be, that is so accurate. How could Muhammad be? This is what they have. This is what they're showing you as the sign of how right they are about things. This is their best. This is the absolute proof that Muhammad knew what was going to happen. And this is why the music is evil. This is the insanity we're dealing with. And this is what so many people around the world treat as a serious ideology, as a philosophy that explains the universe, our existence, and what we need to do, and where societies need to be heading. An ideology that has scripture that says people will put music on their head and they will turn into monkeys and pigs after they've been swallowed up by earth. Yeah, we're so far behind, guys. We're so far behind. Imagine all the opportunity cost. They told us that the Big Bang Theory was already written in the Quran when I was a Muslim. Yeah, they told me the same thing.
يعزف على رؤوسهم بالمعازف. Musical instruments will be on their heads. How did he know about that? That's what it says.
That's what it says. Proof.
I didn't make that up.
Muhammad actually, the guys, they think this is an actual miracle. Can you tell them about them turning into monkeys and pigs after they swallowed by earth part once they put the music instruments on their head?
It says they'll have ma'azif على رؤوسهم ma'azif.
Wow, look how this is such a definite proof of hadith being accurate prophecy. Some vague reference to having musical instruments on their heads.
On their heads are musical instruments.
Wow. This is what convinces them, guys.
Who would have known what that meant at the time of our Prophet ﷺ? But now we see it, all these people everywhere. Your mind is filled with their thoughts. You're not even yourself anymore. You're listening to Rihanna or Madonna or Haifa Wahbi or whoever the latest fashionable singer is. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالشيطان من الله الرجيم.
Allahumma balagh. Allahumma balagh.
Lord God, Allah protect us, Allah. And also subscribe to our newsletter, because if we get removed from all these platforms, at least we could reach out to you. And guys, by the way, if you subscribe to our newsletter, you get a free copy of Where's your copy, Susanna? Get it. We're doing promotion. You get a free, it's not even promotion, it's free. Okay, so if you subscribe to our newsletter, link in the description, you get a free copy of Why There's No God. Come on, like I'm handing it out for free. Okay, it's a bestseller on Amazon, and you get it for free. So subscribe to our newsletter, and you get a free copy of Why There's No God sent to you. Link in the description.